some like man's like tried to cut his wristband, and he had his whole hand cut. And, like, he couldn't get in for a while because he needed to file a police report. There were police right at the entrance. They caught the guy right away. It was so stupid.
This guy did not get far, bro.
People are not smart.
People are not smart.
Caught the guy right away.
You know what's so funny? Me and Simon were dancing, and he looked at me. Yo, why is there these weird tiles on the floor?
Oh yeah.
Why are these weird tiles on the floor? Like, you know, the bumps on the floor?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, those are for blind people. He's like, wait, what? Really?
I never knew that.
All right, welcome back to the Back and Body Hurts Rave podcast, where we talk about all things EDM. I'm joined here with Ekern to my very left, Sani,
Everyone,
and Christine.
Hi.
She's back from Ultra.
Back again.
Yeah, she's
Back from
finally
Ultra.
back.
slowly recovering.
Yeah.
Ultra and technically also New York again.
So for this week's topic, we're actually talking about recovery. We've all been there. We've all gone out.
We're all going through it right now.
Yeah, a little bit too hard.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about recovery, how we deal with it, and how you guys can take our tips and deal with it as well. But first, we're gonna talk about some notable events that happened throughout our weekends and our lives.
Last couple of weeks,
in Toronto.
Essentially, the whole month of March.
Yeah.
The big one was Gareth Emery. I know we were all looking forward to that. We were talking about for a month. We finally got Laser City.
Yeah, Laser City
in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
And as what we expected, having it at Rebel was not it.
Yeah, it was a sardine show.
It would have been sick at that Canadian.
Yeah,
resort,
so
yeah.
we'll talk about that in a bit, but like just talking about Rebel in general, like we all have our qualms about Rebel.
Yes.
But as what we predicted, the way the setup was with the pretty much with the balcony and where like they put the production thing right on the center of the stage, so you literally limited the tickets by like 200 people, like in the spot where that production thing was, and then it became a funnel.
There was a production thing in the middle.
So they had like in order to run like the lights and the setup, the production team is in the center of the dance floor.
I didn't notice.
So like
I did not notice at all.
like it was so packed before the balcony, but the reason why it was even worse is that everyone was funneling from the left and right.
Yeah.
Really?
So you could not like you had to like funnel from the left and right.
Because usually at Rebel, there's a booth up top in the middle that does all the production.
I know.
But then Gareth Emery brings in his own team and his own gear to do it.
I've seen it before for when Jaws was in town.
Oh, Zoo also did it as well.
Yeah.
Zoo also did it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Zoo had it too. So like usually that's what happens, and they put it right in the center of the dance floor. And at Rebel,
because they need to see it properly, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense to put it in the center of the thing. Because I remember that it was so packed to the point that when I was trying to funnel it from the left hand side, right, and I was trained both sides, right. On the left side, a train was coming to the left, and on the right side, the train was coming from behind me, and I was just in the middle being a twister.
there were people fainting.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It
There
was
were
bad.
there were actually people fainting.
Were there
yeah.
medics?
They
Yeah,
had
yeah.
so
EMS was there.
every show. So if people
There
don't
should
know,
be, yeah.
every show, even small, has a medic.
Has an EMS there, yeah.
Has a medical personnel, especially events at Rebel. They always have a medical. But I saw people fainting. And like on Saturday, so for those who don't know, we had 2 shows for Toronto. Saturday sold out. Sunday did not sell out.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to Sunday's show for that reason. And Saturday, I could not be bothered trying to go into the crowd.
Yeah, Saturday, the moment I walked in, I knew I was going to have a panic attack. So, yeah, I looked for friends with a booth.
Yeah, so I know all of us ended up top at a booth.
Yeah.
But honestly, after seeing it Sunday, booth was not it.
Booth is
is never it, because
But-
you have to be in the center of
Yeah.
it. Like you have to be where the production team is to see.
Yeah, but if
the
you're
proper
short,
lights.
you can't see anything
Yeah,
regardless.
So
I think that's why the event is not suitable for Rebel, because like the minute you open up the back booths, where the popcorn area is, the minute you open up that part, it becomes too packed, right? There's like several booths there, and if you seal that off, like everybody needs to go into the front, because when you're opening up the back booth and you're back at the back there, you just cannot see anything.
That is true.
You cannot see anything. The balcony is like blocking and whatnot. So yes, Gareth Emery, if you ever come back, please do it at the casino theater show.
Yeah, so we went the Sunday. Christine and I went the Sunday for that. Like a
I
Saturday.
heard it was packed too.
It was packed, but what we ended up doing is we kind of locked in a spot right in front of the production booth, and then like almost like 40 minutes in, it was fine. We had so much room 40 minutes in.
People started leaving because
Yeah,
I think people bought tickets for the hype. I saw some people there that like aren't usually ravers, and like they left like within like the last hour, half an hour of the show. So, yeah.
Yeah, but like in terms of experience, the Sunday show was way better. As a
Yeah.
rule, day 2 is always better than day 1. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Wait,
Yeah.
Yikern, did you go to the Sunday?
No, I
Because you
did
found,
not.
I thought you found cheap tickets and that's what you
I
went.
didn't go.
Also, Annabelle sounds better.
She did not sound good live at all.
She only sounded good with House in the Streetlight, and yeah, I expected more out of Like a Prayer, but it was all 3 shows.
Oh,
that
he
I
played
saw.
hard deck now. Like he played 2 songs.
He
Yeah.
did,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
with Christine's about Annabelle, I think her mic was just terrible. Like the way they did the sound for her mic, she just sounded awful live.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry.
and he played the Psytrance version of the Concrete Angel.
Actually, it's funny. In my video of her Like a Prayer, you're the one singing in my video. I literally hear Christine singing in my video because I guess with my Pixel, like the one thing it can't captures,
picks up
captures like
The best.
talking noise
Yeah.
around you. So all of a sudden you
ambient
just hear
noise.
Christine singing next to me. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Oh, whoops. Wait, send it to me. Send it.
It's the same thing as me appearing screaming in Sonny's phone when feeling
Masano, the feeling, the heart thing. Just this loud scream I hear.
Yeah, it's just from me.
But yeah, day 2 experience was way better. Shouldn't have been a Rebel. But how was the New York experience, Christine?
I think the New York show was better than both of the Toronto shows. Like at first, I thought it would it was at this place called King's Theater in Flatbush, Brooklyn. Interesting area, very interesting area. I don't know how to explain it. It's just very America.
But it was like more of a concert hall, right? Like it was like more dedicated.
It was a concert hall. And like I was skeptical because it's all seated, right? So like a lot of when you go in, they actually like separated and filed everybody into their areas that they bought. So like front orchestra, the mezzanine, or like the pit. There was like this pit area. But what was I gonna say? The people working there were actively trying to get people to not stand in the aisles because safety
you can,
hazard,
yeah.
or even in the middle, like in between the sections where there was space, they were actively trying to shoo people away. So technically it was pretty good if you found empty seats in like good spots, because like you're allocated specific seat spots to stand in front. And then surprisingly it was really good because the ceiling was, I don't know, it's probably taller than Rebels. And it was like, because it was a theater, the sound was really good. Like it was hollow. The lasers were going from like the very beginning to all the way to the end. Not like Rebel where it would like hit the balcony and that's where it would end, right?
Oh, I see.
So then like, and it looked like kind of like a church ceiling. So it was like hollow. So then you could film up and like all the lasers were so nice.
In the end, no obstructed views, which was
Yes,
the biggest complaint
yes,
about
yes.
Rebels,
Yes.
especially if you're short.
Yeah, and you had
I had a
space.
problem.
And you had space. So then like I liked the New York show a lot better. Yeah.
Now,
Was the sound better though?
I think so. Yeah. It was more clean.
It's
Like
because
less-
of the echo and
yeah.
the sound absorption, right?
Yeah,
from the
less
theater.
audience noise. I feel like it's because we had theater seats too. People weren't like chirpy either. So.
Is this sort of like the seats sort of like Budweiser Stadium?
No, it's like not Meridian. What's that one? Roy Thompson? No, wait, no. What's that one on Elgin? The one on Young Street.
The one
Near
next to
Eaton
Union,
Center.
right?
No. The one near
Meridian Hall.
No, the one across from the Eaton Center.
That's Macy Hall.
Yeah, Massey Hall. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like that. If you've been there, yeah.
pull up the picture.
But it's bigger than Massey Hall. But
I see comedian shows at Massey Hall.
Now the actual Laser City was the week after
After
Excision.
the week after Excision. The
Holy-
week after Gareth Emery.
Literally.
It's Excision.
You know what? We called this too when a couple of people talked about Laserface. I'm like, yeah, Excision's gonna be the actual Laserface, and
Yeah.
holy shit, what a venue!
Yes.
Yeah,
holy shit.
it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
That is where Laserface should have been.
it was so good that even my American friends were like, "Oh, we heard
You
there's
mean
like a new
Laser City.
venue." Yeah.
You mean Laser City?
Yeah, that's where
You say Laser
There's a
Face.
song.
Oh,
there's
is
a,
it Laserface?
You say
yeah, you said
Face.
Laserface. Yeah.
Laser City.
Laser City.
Yeah, even my American friends were talking about, oh, I heard Excision was at a really good venue, new venue. And I'm like, wow, you guys already caught wind of it.
Yeah, it was a good venue, but I think for regular like smaller artists, I think it's really hard to book out.
Oh yeah.
Oh
for
no,
sure.
you have to.
You have to.
You
do
have
a
the
big
big
one.
production.
It's gonna be big. It's
You gotta sell a
meant
lot of
for like
tickets.
Martin
other
Garrix.
artists. It's like
Yeah.
not. It's like in between people who can't sell at Scotiabank. It's like one of those type of venues where you can still hold 5,000 people.
How big? No, the capacity for that venue is 8.5.
Is it 8.5?
8.5K. Yeah, I looked into it.
That's
And it was
big.
it's
I heard
really
5K.
But it's probably
No, it's
cheaper.
8.5.
That's why. It's definitely a lot cheaper than Scotiabank.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
for
Scotiabank is
Scotiabank,
dead center in the city.
yeah,
This is,
and
like,
you gotta
outskirts.
hire like people to do
yeah.
the concessions and all that.
But like my take is like artists like Slander maybe could sell out that venue or do very good with their production.
I don't think it would sell out, but the production will definitely be good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Excision there was like perfect. Like
Yeah.
that. Like we
I think-
actually got a proper Excision set there.
Which artist do you think could sell out that venue? I think Cosmic Gate could sell out that venue.
No,
No,
you don't
Cosmic
think so?
Gate.
No. They
Cosmic
can't even
Gate.
sell at Rebel.
No, I think Armin van Buuren will sell it.
Yeah, Armin can sell out there.
I hope more people in Toronto use that as like a mini festival, like a Boris.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
a little like you know how Montreal has those in the state Olympic Stadium where they have like two artists or they have like a weird event there
Right.
and they sell out the stadium. I hope they do something like that where it's like a night thing where you bring in like two big artists and then you could sell out that place.
Laser
So-
City could have been there too.
Yeah,
you
it would have been
think- would you
so
think if-
nice.
Would you think that like Montreal does Igloo Fest, right? What if you transfer that kind of concept into that Royal Casino Theater?
It would have to be like a Solaris type of deal.
Oh yeah, Solaris. But then you can only view one artist at a time because Solaris has 3 stages,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
See, I don't think it'll
Wait,
work.
is there a parking lot?
Yeah,
It's
free
free.
Yeah,
parking.
it's
They-
free.
It's
They
free.
no,
It's
they
free
should
parking.
build a structure in the parking lot.
Oh, like doing the rave in the parking lot?
yeah. This is our idea. Patent it. Yeah.
But it was really hard to get to the parking lot. Like you would get lost.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah,
We
it was
got
bad.
lost.
But if they build a structure there, it's like follow the music. Anyways.
Okay, so like having Excision there was like perfect. Like we got the perfect Excision set there. The venue was good. Getting in was good. Layout was great.
Yeah.
You could go to all 3 floors as a floor.
Only if you buy
Floor
floor
ticket.
tickets. Yes.
Now, there was a loophole that we found with if you had balcony
Ah.
tickets, which I mean, it is what it is, but you can just show.
you
just-
did exploit the rule.
I did exploit it for a friend where I
Yeah.
just ended up giving her my phone, and then she ended up getting a floor ticket because they had they didn't give you the wrist. They give you the wristband inside for floor, but they didn't
Not
scan
outside,
anything.
yeah.
You just had to
To
show,
show
it.
it, yeah.
So I just gave my friend my phone, which had the floor
Steal.
ticket, and then she got a floor ticket. She had balcony, but we went up to balcony too. Balcony was sick.
Balcony was nice, yeah.
Like to see the lasers at the balcony actually looked insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those who do not know, Excision played 2 shows. I think a Thursday and a Friday.
Thursday was Sullivan King and what?
Sullivan King and who was it?
It was Lays on. It was Sullivan. It
We'll
was.
put it up on the screen. We'll put it
Yeah.
up on the screen.
I'm forgetting.
I'm having a brain fart
We'll
moment.
put it on the screen.
But day
Jessica
2,
Offred.
Atlians, and
Lays.
Lace, and also
Oh, it was Infect, Jessica Offred, and Sullivan King. That's who it was.
right, okay, yeah.
That's
I'm
pretty
not
good.
really too good at my bass artist.
We'll
but-
put it up on the screen, but yeah, it was like literally like a mini festival. But that's
Yeah.
how all his shows kind of
Yeah,
are.
it's
It's
really
mini
nice.
Thunderdome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's me.
That's why I didn't go. I went to New York instead.
But honestly, feedback from everyone was like 10 out of 10 venue.
10 out of
Like
10 venue.
like even when you're on the floor, it wasn't crazy packed. You could find room wherever you wanted to be. Thursday show especially. Friday show was a bit more busy, but like
Thursday
we're-
show was so roomy, but
It was
Friday
so
show
roomy.
was pretty packed too.
Yeah, especially when people were leaving. It was like a
Yeah.
sardine can. Like
Mhm.
everyone was at least leaving. You guys said it was a different show from Thursday and Friday.
Yeah,
yeah,
this is
yeah,
the-
completely.
I'm
Every
pretty-
visual was different.
Yeah, every visual was different, but like I think the Friday show was the Thunderdome set.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Friday show.
Oh yeah, but you didn't go to the Friday show, right?
I will rewatch if anybody filmed anything. I'll compare
It
it.
was a Shrek one.
The Shrek one
The
was
Shrek
right
one.
The-
The Friday show was a bit more like he had more melodic dubstep for sure.
Right.
On the Friday, the Thursday one was a bit more. He had more drum and bass, so I actually like the Thursday one a little bit more. But
you
the
went both days.
But the visuals on the Friday were the better ones, I
Mhm,
would say.
Yeah. And the last song for Friday show was like a Star Wars visual, and I thought it was pretty hilarious. So
Yeah, if I had to choose, I would probably go on the Friday show because I don't listen to SK, unfortunately. I like In Fact though, but Dion Timmer, how was that?
No, he did.
Yeah,
it wasn't
join.
Dion Timmer.
it was
So
Aliens.
it was no, it was Atlians, and then Dion Timmer couldn't make it, so they had company.
Company is good too.
He's
but
good, very
Dion
good.
Timmer,
I like Dion Timmer does more melodic. That's why.
Because I discovered Excision same time with Dion Timmer. So I in 2016 maybe I was listening to them like back to back. But yeah. Oh,
Was
so sad.
was that did Sarah Laundrie play the same weekend as?
yeah,
Okay.
it was the
Yeah.
next day after the
Oh,
after
yeah.
Exhibition.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you went to Kiki
I went
and we made a
Yes.
journey to Montreal.
Oh yeah,
Fancy.
yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys went to TransUnity right
Yeah.
after
And
Exhibition.
then Christine went to Sarah Landry in New York. How was that?
Knockdown Center. Oh, so good. Like I can't compare any other venue here to the Knockdown Center.
I've been there once.
Like what would you compare it to? Like a bigger version of
I would compare it sort of like a what's the one in Montreal? Is it New City Gas?
No, it's, stereo.
No, New City
Yeah,
Gas.
I think you're
but-
doing a New
but-
City Gas
but-
like that in the warehouse type.
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah, but
But more
Knockdown Center
warehouse.
with more warehouse and
it's
bigger.
a warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that type of shape, but
Yeah,
then
that
it's
type of shape. Yeah.
but it's like literally a warehouse because you could see the windows and everything. It's outside. I'm pretty sure they probably had like
Was it packed? Full?
it was packed.
Oh.
Like I went on Thursday, but apparently the Friday show was sold out, and that's why she added the Thursday show. And the Thursday show was Hecate.
Yeah, her label.
Her label. So it had like Spencer Dunning.
Yep, Spencer Dunning.
I missed that because I went late, but I forgot. Like we came in just in time for Sarah Laundrie. We literally like pre-gamed from like 11 p.m. to like 1:30 a.m. It was so late. It felt like a post game, and then we went to Brooklyn, and she started at 2:30. She played till 5:05 a.m.
New York,
Oh,
man. New York is
my God.
insane. That's
Yeah,
on Thursday.
Yeah,
That's on
five,
Thursday.
yeah, 5 and Thursday. Nah, I can't do
That's
that.
a 3-hour set, bro. That's
Yeah, my friends all came out. Half of them had work the next day. I had a friend. So this was in Brooklyn, right? I had a friend. He had work in New Jersey the next morning.
Jeez.
He went to post game with us, and then he went straight from LIC, Long Island City, Queens, straight to work to New Jersey.
That's a track.
And he wasn't driving, by the way.
Um,
But yeah, like it was so good. It was like it was eargasm for 2.5 hours. Like I never felt anything close to that at a show before. Probably a top show for me this year so far. Sarah Laundrie at Knockdown Center. I feel like I wouldn't have such as a good experience if I went to the Toronto show.
Which I heard was good, but it was slammed.
Yeah.
Where
from
was
what
it
I heard.
again?
It was at Coda. It should not have been at Coda.
See?
I really wish you went to Fatima Haji so you can compare for us.
When
Yeah.
she comes back, I'll go to Fatima
Yeah.
Haji. But like, yeah, and also because it was my first time going to Knockdown Center, so then it's not even a center; it's just like a
Warehouse.
Yeah.
It's literally a warehouse.
Dude, it was. I'm so sorry. It was so good. Like it was just. I don't know what to say. Like
did
her.
she change your life?
Yeah, no, it changed my life. I posted the
Yeah,
on notes like.
I know now.
Christine's
It's
like in our
converted.
group chat. Sarah Landry can step on me
Yeah.
any day of the week. I'm like, what?
It was so good. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, like her Spotify tracks don't do her justice. The live is like a whole
Yeah,
different
hard
thing.
techno live. You
Hard
have to see
techno,
it
you have
live.
to see it live. Yes,
It like she wasn't stopping. It was straight 2.5 hours. It was.
it was banger after banger
hard
after
techno.
banger.
It just
yeah,
didn't stop.
Yeah.
Those people who say like, oh, techno doesn't have any drop needs to go to a hard techno show.
I
But
think
then there is a limit, I find.
Yeah.
There is like, I don't know, I can't do like 6 hours of hard techno straight. That's
It depends on the artist.
too
Do
much.
you do you think you do a Cancuser all night long?
Clang was pretty good.
I would do
Clang.
it for Clang.
Clang all
Clang
night
was
long.
pretty good at Ultra. Yeah.
I would do it for Clang.
Yeah, Clang all
I
night
need to
long.
experience an all night long hard techno. I
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
haven't done one yet.
Me too.
All night long is how long? Like
Wait.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah,
It's like
Yeah,
6
6
hours,
hours.
6 to 8 hours.
Yeah, but
long.
there's also a festival called Vernep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's all hard techno.
All
for 2
hard
days.
techno.
Where is that?
That's
It's another one.
yeah. It's,
So 2 weeks ago, apparently Sarah Laundrie, I think on like the 24th or a week or two ago, Sarah Laundrie had like a Tennessee cave show.
oh yeah. She does. She has her
would
own
have went
cave
to
show.
that. That
She
would've
has
been
it
good.
in June. It's June, end of June, right? It's not soon. It's coming up. It's coming
I
up.
thought
think,
it was
June.
2 weeks ago.
No. I don't. Did she have it? We'll have to pull it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no,
find
no.
it.
It's, wait.
I'm pretty sure it's coming up because I think she's the first techno act to ever go
Really?
into the caves,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. She's blowing up right now. She's huge.
She's
She's
huge.
huge.
Headlining Tomorrowland.
Like
yeah.
even I was hearing chatter about EDC, and everyone's afraid that her set is going to be too slammed for EDC. Like it's just going to be. I'm
what,
actually
Neon
shocked.
Garden?
I'm actually shocked. Like people are actually saying like they need to crowd control her. I'm like, oh wow.
I mean,
okay.
if they already have that like foresight for that, yeah, it's gonna be crazy because some of these things they don't like foresee it.
Because
Well,
apparently in LA at Day Trip when she played, people were saying it was insanely packed. Like it was like dangerously packed.
Interesting.
set.
Wow. Oh, so
Even
I
at
guess,
Beyond- even
I
at
guess we
Beyond,
gotta get
even at
prepared for Tomorrowland.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
We gotta find a good spot and then
Yeah.
camp there.
Yeah.
Shit.
Um,
Well, I know. Our friend EJ and you are going to EDC, and he told me that day 3 is just going to be parked at Neon Garden.
it's pretty cracked.
Yeah,
Day 3's pretty cracked. Day 3's
Yeah.
pretty stacked.
What was
Yeah.
day 3 again?
day 3 EDC.
EDC, but like
Which-
they have
no,
Prida too.
like-
7 Lions
Yeah.
is on that day too. Like it's gonna be. We'll have to see the schedule.
I think I'm just gonna be at 2 stages. Which one was it?
A base pod.
No, Neon and
Neon and-
in Circuit Grounds.
Yeah.
Neon's and Circuit
Neon-
Ground. Those are two.
Yeah,
two
those are the
stages.
two spots.
Yeah, Neon
I
and
gotta see that
Circuit
Prida
Ground.
set though.
Yeah,
But-
none of us went to the Dakota show, so I'm.
I heard good things. I heard obviously she
We-
shouldn't have been at Coda.
We hope our giveaway winners had a good time though.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more giveaways.
Yeah,
You-
we appreciate everyone supporting our giveaway. It was pretty successful. We appreciate all the new follows.
Yeah.
We hope whoever won the giveaway had a good time.
Good time. Yes. So, TransUnity.
TransUnity. You guys went.
TransUnity. It's a
Can-
12-hour show.
Can you break down your itinerary and how that went?
Oh, okay. So Friday night, we were done Excision. I slept. I woke up in the morning, ate breakfast, and started driving straight to Montreal. So it took about like 6 to 7 hours. Once we reached there, we ate dinner. I met up with Sonny. Went and preed in his hotel for like 2 hours. One
1 hour.
1 hour or 2. And good thing about Sonny's hotel is like right next to the venue. So we went into TransUnity for about 12 o'clock, and it was dark outside, and we walked out. It was bright.
Yeah, it was like
And
what?
it was 9 a.m. in the morning when we walked
And
out.
then these guys are like, "All right, I'll see you back in Toronto."
Yeah,
They walk straight to their
Yeah,
car.
exactly.
And just start driving.
And I walked straight to the car, and I started driving back straight to Toronto. Oh my Jesus!
Okay, my activity was slightly different.
Yeah.
Excision, picked up friend from the airport, went to my friend's place. We stayed there, and we all drove. Same thing, and then we
Yeah.
all met up. And then after I left, I saw you guys going back to your car. I went back to our place, didn't sleep, got food, and then drove back.
Equally as right.
I wanna say Thursday I flew to New York and then I dropped off my stuff and then I went straight to pregame and then we went to Sarah Landry postgame till 8 a.m. and then I went back to the same place to pregame again for Gareth Emery the next day.
This is why we're doing a recovery segment, because we do shit like this.
Yeah, we do shit like that. Yeah, so not recommended, but like, hey, when Rave's schedule, if it works out, if you say I go, you go, I go, we will make it work.
Dude, me and Sonny are thinking about the plan this week. Kenya Grace Wednesday,
No,
Black Coffee
no,
Thursday,
no.
and then we're gonna do what the Teletech pre-party
Pre-party and
on
then
Friday,
Teletech.
and then
Benny's
Teletech
dream.
on Saturday.
And then Rebecca after that.
Can we?
Nah.
We need to clip this part and do a silhouette of Benny just talking about the one we said.
He's just laughing
we
at how
could, yeah.
cracked it is.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, TransUnity, great show. I was so deprived for trans genre for the past 6 months, I would say. And once I hit TransUnity, oh my god, I threw, okay, hate me if you want, but I threw all the other genres out of the window because like trans was the best.
But you were also deciding whether or not you wanted to go because
yeah,
Kiki
I was
coming to
yeah,
town.
because Kiki was in town. Like I haven't seen Kiki, but most of the lineup in TransUnity was I have already seen, and the only person that I want to see didn't show up, which was Simon Patterson, and he got replaced with Jordan Suckley, right? I didn't even go to Jonas Suckley set. I just stayed for Bengal. Oh wait, well, I stayed for Ali
Ali,
and Fila.
Fila,
Yeah, I
and
stayed for Ali and Fila, and I stayed on with Bengal, and I dipped halfway through to go see our friend Jay's set. J Man. Trans Unity. There's no photos, no cameras. And the sound was
incredible.
almost-
It was
incredible.
incredible.
It was
incredible.
crystal clear, and
Like for trance, it's like everything was like you just felt.
yeah,
felt
it just
everything.
felt everything. Yeah, and the minute like the vocals hit, you just.
Yeah.
This is what we this is what we did in Trans Unity.
Held hands?
We held hands. We also did this.
Yeah,
This was like,
peak.
this is a peak motion
What
right
the
here.
fuck?
This is peak.
Peak,
This
peak.
mountaintop peak. Okay.
That's when the song's good. You
Yeah,
just-
it's a
you
peak.
just-
Instead of phones, you see, like-
yeah, do this. Yeah, that's the sign for peaking.
a lot of shoulder holding.
Yeah.
I feel like so for every other genre when it gets lit it's like the frat bro energy, but
Yeah.
for trance it's the little boy comes out in you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There's the little boy.
You hold your head and things
Your-
like that. You
your
already
heart
know
is
you're
melting.
peaking. Yeah, you just
It's
melting.
like
But yeah, Ali and Fila, no cheese set, no
I feel it's always great though.
yeah. Ali and Fila, no cheese set, no because we went to the Club 77
what is
one
no
when we did-
cheese?
No cheese means there's no like mainstream stuff. It's
Yeah.
like all his.
Wait, I've
own
never
stuff.
heard of this before.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people chase. We always say people play cheese sets.
You know who plays cheese sets?
Who?
January Armin van Buuren.
Yeah, that's a
J-
cheese
J-
set. January set.
January
Oh.
set. Armin van Buuren. He
Oh.
plays cheese set.
Yeah, that
But
was
he's
cheese.
well, what we say cheese set is just to cater to the main crowd.
Mm.
He did not play his A-sod Armin van Buuren.
Yeah, it's
I
like
haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about this after, but
Yeah.
the ultra set was also pretty. Cheese.
Trans Unity, great, fantastic event. If you want to go, definitely check it out.
Check it out, yes.
It's not crowded, good vibes, older crowd.
Older crowd, yeah.
Everyone's super friendly.
A lot of LGBT, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
very
that's
trans
true.
community is very LGBT friendly. So,
Yeah.
gets everyone out.
So you went to Kiki. I actually wanted to go to Kiki so bad because I haven't seen Kiki, and then this guy has been talking about Kiki.
This guy's like 5 hours after. Let's go.
Yeah, 5 hours.
5
That's
hours,
it. Yeah.
yeah.
Fly
So
in,
he's
fly
just-
out, fly
he's
in,
been
fly out.
He's always been sending us reels and like posts and everything about Kiki 5 hour set, and then he's like just raving on like how she doesn't actually produce her own music, right?
She plays a lot of old stuff.
She plays a lot of old
A
stuff.
lot
and
of
it's just
old
straight
acid.
Yeah.
So it was a good set, but I preferred the Awakening set over this one.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Why? I don't know. It's just more. It was just a little bit better for the Awakening set. The drops are it hit more. I think. Yeah. But I got my vinyl signed, which was I DM'd her. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm coming to your Toronto show. Do you think you could sign my vinyls? And I got 2 vinyls signed. I was gonna ask her when the next 5 hours acid was, but I got too nervous and I couldn't ask her.
Starstruck.
Starstruck.
I need to plan my whole life around that, you know.
And then he's
5
giving
hour
messages us.
acid
Fly,
set.
fly out. Let's go.
Yeah. I couldn't talk to her. I just got my thing signed and just left. But
It was a packed month like this
Yeah.
this March, and then
because
the
we had
following
Clang
week,
the week.
yeah,
We had
yeah.
Clang. Clang at Coda was really good. I liked it. It was fun.
Where were you guys situated?
So we had a big enough group, so we just kind of took over the front right.
Yeah,
that's the best.
Oh, okay.
that's one of the best
Yeah.
spots.
And
Yeah.
honestly, sound wise, in that corner is really good because you got a speaker right behind you. So we had like I don't know, at least 15 people.
But
And
it's
just
not
kinda-
like blowing out your ears, right?
no,
Yeah.
no.
I heard someone shat themselves there.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
apparently it wasn't that event. It was just someone bringing it up about a previous event. But for some reason, guys, I don't know. Please wear deodorant if you're going to any of these events, just for the love of God. Because I'm nose blind, and even at one point,
You
I showed
smelled
my
it.
phone to Ye-Current saying, "What the fuck is this smell?" right now?" I'm like, I cannot. Like, it was so bad.
Wait, so were you guys just like sniffing like the Thai inhaler?
No, I was fanning always.
Yeah.
Me,
But like
I'm
literally,
always
you're just
fanning.
standing there. You just smell like terrible bo. And then apparently the next day on Toronto Rave Community, someone posted about the Coda shitter, and I'm like, wait, was this that Clang? Is this why it smelled bad? But apparently, there was unconfirmed. I think it was at another event.
Mm.
Okay, I think I'm gonna bring fans now. But if any listeners knows where to buy a Beyond the Veil fan, let me know. I can't.
You're gonna be on an EDC episode, right?
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about fans.
Please, I need leads. 7 Lines fan, thank you, the real one.
But yeah, Clang was good. I don't know.
Clang was good.
anything else we need?
I think that set was actually better than the Awakening set.
The Clang at Coda
It was better than the Awakening set. The Awakening set was kind of mid.
It was one of those sets too where we had enough friends around us that it just made it a lot of fun too, right?
Yeah.
I think in the end that's what made it a lot of fun.
Just a reminder, Awakenings is actually a 3-day event in Netherlands, right?
Yeah.
It's all 3 days techno genre.
There's some house too. There's some house, but it's mostly
there's-
techno.
Yeah, mostly techno genre. So it's all the umbrella underneath the subgenre of techno. So your hard techno, melodic,
Business techno.
business techno, industrial techno, and what else? I think that's pretty much acid.
Groove,
I guess.
like acid, groove,
Yeah.
groove techno. A lot of fun. But
And then the following week is TTC Rave, but I bought tickets, but I
this
really
was
don't go.
actually so like the TTC rave was kind of one of those things where it's just like after I'm like this is great, I'll never do it again.
I would do it again. I
wouldn't do it for that price.
It's not worth $80. If it was under 50,
I thought it was worth $80. It wasn't bad. They gave free water, so. So honestly,
I didn't
if
get
the free
because
water,
they ran
okay,
out.
it was $80 and minus. Okay, no, it's $77 and free water minus $8, so you pay $70.
We bought
Sure.
early.
I can get behind that logic. Okay,
Okay.
fine.
So we myself and Benny bought. You did too, but you sold your ticket.
I sold my ticket. Yes.
But myself and Benny bought early, so for that price, it was really good. The aesthetic was just so cool.
Yeah, it
like
was.
like I think both of us recorded videos going down. I got so many messages response saying how cool that was. Just me walking down the stairs and hearing techno. I took the subway from Kipling. And literally, the moment I got off, I could hear the music.
Yeah.
And I'm just
Oh.
like,
You can hear
and
the
the
music.
funny
Oh,
thing
wait,
is
that's
that
kinda lit.
the funny thing is I boarded the back of the train, so I was on the other end of the station, and I'm like, okay, wait, they said it was by the elevator, so where are these elevators?
You
so
hear
I'm
it.
walking.
You follow the music.
Follow
I'm
the
walking,
music,
and I just
yeah.
following the music. And you know what actually happened? I went to those doors at the back. Where we were downstairs, we'll have a video. Like they had stairs going up.
Yeah.
I actually tried pulling on those doors, saying, "Oh, it's not these ones." But I literally looked through and I could see like the
People.
lights at the bottom.
Yeah.
And then I went around, and that's where the
Wow.
entrance was.
It was the sound was really good. I don't know if it's gonna be really hot in the summer because there are two subways, right? There's just the platform's in the middle, and then there's two holes on the side of the
tunnels.
Yeah, tunnels, holes. So there's the whole thing is a huge wind tunnel. So I don't know if it's gonna be like crazy hot
Yeah.
for this summer.
What was it cool?
It
No, it was really
cool.
good.
Yeah,
It was really I did coat check, but honestly, I probably could have kept my coat and been comfortable. But even without coat checking, if it was like that nice little cool breeze that
Yeah.
you got, because you actually feel the wind from like the tunnel,
Yeah.
if you're near the edge. But
I mean, like when we are taking TTCs during the summer, it's not actually that hot underneath. So
well, they're doing one in June, a house one.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll get
Yeah.
we'll hear feedback from that one.
Okay, if
And
it's cheap enough. Oh, God.
But for people who don't know, so the subway rave is what they call it, is at Lower Bay Station. Lower Bay Station is technically only used to train operators. It was like in 1986. It was used for like 6 months, actually operational.
I heard it was like haunted or something.
It has that haunted vibe, but
Yeah.
literally it's just to train new operators. Where they use
Drake shoot a music video there too.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
too, and any production stuff where they have the TTC involved.
Yeah.
They shoot it there, so it doesn't disturb the actual service. Really cool.
Unique experience.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
unique experience.
People were all friendly too.
Yeah, it was a lot of crowd.
Very Toronto.
Yeah.
It was
very
really
Toronto.
good.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good event.
And one of the other events I wanted to highlight was I went to our local company DNR Productions. They're doing something really cool, which a lot of people say we should do this, but like they're actually doing it, where they're bringing in rising stars, like up and coming rising stars, but trying to put a focus on like local talent as well. So they're doing a new series called Nowhere. That's running in April. They did an inaugural event yesterday, invite only. So I ended up going. I had like 2 friends DJing, so I just went to go check it out. And honestly, really cool. It's by the McCormick Warehouse, but in terms of the aesthetic was really cool. Just like promoting local. It was all local lineup yesterday, 2 rooms. They're gonna start their series the start of April.
Right.
Every Friday for the month of April, and they're gonna see how that runs. But we have a new venue pretty much in Toronto, and it was really
What
cool.
is it? Where is it?
It's near the breweries where the McCormick is, near the stockyards.
I've seen like so Sunny was telling me there's photo shoots there, but I've like a few of my friends have like done like live, like Instagram live sets there, And
Yeah, it's set up in a way where you can
Yeah.
do it. It's really cool aesthetic. Shout outs to the DNR team because it was really fun.
One thing I want to mention is for TTC rave they don't sell alcohol, so you want to do a pre-party before, but it starts at 8. So I don't know, drink at work. So
Yeah.
you just bring a flask,
For
drink
the-
it at
for-
work, and then just go straight there right after.
For those of you guys who may go in the June one, try to show up early. It's one of those events where the headliner will be on at like 10.
Yeah, I like to set times.
Yeah, it was good. We were done by
You,
like 1.
you know what's so funny? Me and Simon were dancing, and he looked at me. Yo, why is there these weird tiles on the floor?
Oh yeah.
Why are these weird tiles on the floor? Like, you know, the bumps on the floor? I'm like, yo, those are for blind people. He's like, wait, what? Really?
I
Wait,
never knew that.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Your mind was blown.
Really? Wait, the yellow?
The yellow
Yellow,
bumps
yeah, that's the
near
bumps,
the
yeah.
edge, and then in the middle, there's like little lines that's like, it guides blind people, so when they use their stick, they can find the floor to find the stairs.
I
Yeah,
did not know
they
that.
find
Wait.
where the edge is. Yeah.
So during the show, were there just trains stopped there? So you
No.
It was just open platform.
so
But
you
it
could
would've been
fall off.
Yeah, you could fall.
fall off. No, they had actual TTC employees there too.
Yeah, and that's probably why they didn't sell drinks either, because they didn't.
Were
want
they
people to get
bopping as well?
From what I saw, not really. The TTC employees, they're more near towards the entrance, right?
They were,
It's just more security.
yeah.
So they just left the edges like
Yeah.
just.
yeah,
Yeah.
empty. Yeah.
Yeah, like people just had to be responsible. The only thing I didn't like, which I told Benny, was they should have had more garbage cans.
Yeah, they had no garbage. can.
I was not really happy seeing what I saw from people, where people were just throwing stuff on the floor.
Especially
Guys,
with-
come on.
Especially when the water was free, it was like water bottles. all
Yeah,
over.
like literally water bottles on the
but
floor. I'm like,
they
why?
didn't put any trash cans anywhere.
So it's
Yeah.
It's for the cleanup crew, sadly. Yeah.
It would have been sick if they had trains on the side.
Yeah.
That is just open.
Or like if they had like
Yeah,
two
yeah.
different like smaller like people
yeah.
decks,
Or
like
you
people.
could sit in the
dude, that'd
train.
be so
Or
sick.
how
That'd be
about,
so
how about
Like
the
more
trains
DJs,
there, but they
yeah.
have the doors open so you could sit there and
two different stages.
Yeah. Oh,
that would've been
that'd
sick.
be so
Okay.
sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's our idea.
That'd be sick. Yeah.
We should be like the EDM consultants.
That'd be sick.
Advisors,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, but the ticket cost would not be $80.
It would not be $80. It'd be
Yeah,
a
okay.
festival. It would actually be a festival.
Yeah,
There.
that's true.
And it's only from 8 to like 1. So that would have been sick.
Alright.
Oh, they can start at 6 to 1.
I'm
Just
never-
Anyway,
Anyways,
we're just moving on to
moving on
Christine's adventure.
to oomph.
to
UMF.
Christine's Ultra Music Festival. Honestly, when people told me UMF, I didn't really know what the abbreviation was. And
Yeah.
that was like
Ultra-
recently.
A lot
Miami
of people,
Music.
yeah,
Ultra
Music
Music
Festival.
Festival.
Yeah, yeah.
and MMW.
Yeah,
Yeah.
MMW is my music.
Yeah, I
week.
remember posting and asking for like an MMW ticket on like the Toronto Messenger chats, and they were like, OMG, or something like John Summit's in Toronto, or like whatever, and they're like, no, it's Miami Music Week.
yeah. Oh
There's
yeah,
no
they
venue.
did pop up in the chat for TRC. Yes.
Yeah.
So what was your itinerary like, Christine?
Okay, so Wednesday evening, I arrived at Fort Lauderdale Airport because it's a little cheaper to fly into than Miami, MIA, at around like 12:30 a.m. And then I waited for an Uber. Ubers are just as expensive as New York City. Surprisingly, I knew Miami was expensive, but I didn't know Ubers were also expensive. It was $55, and I waited for like 20 minutes because the first 10-15 I was like, oh, I'm gonna save a few bucks if I wait a little longer. After waiting a little longer, they were like, we can't find a driver for you.
This is from Fort Lauderdale Airport, right?
Yeah, so I had
Yeah.
to request another, do another request.
So in our we'll reference our Ultra video. Hopefully some of those tips help. But one of the other things you could have done was the Brightline train. But
but
the
it
thing
was
is,
Fort Lauderdale.
yeah. So like you could do the Brightline train from Fort Lauderdale to Miami, but you just have to like navigate to the
Right.
station, right?
Yeah, but,
calling an Uber is always easier.
But they do have a very dedicated passenger pickup area for Lyfts and Ubers. It was like a little crescent, and then once you book it, they'll assign you to a specific pole. It's like a bus stop pole, and then you wait there, and you'll know the driver will arrive. I was like station 10, and my driver went straight to station 10, and I was standing there. So people were like allocated to different stations in the little crescent when people were waiting. So that was nice. It was a 30-minute ride to downtown Miami to my hotel. I dropped my stuff off, changed in the washroom because I did not check. I wasn't my hotel room wasn't checked in till the next day, but then we were I guess it was past 12 a.m. so I was able to like keep my stuff in the storage room, but I changed to the washroom, chugged some alcohol, chugged like half a bottle of soju, and went straight to Factory Town for John Summit, Charlotte DeWitt, Nico Marino, I think it was Trim, and also
the
A-Rod.
Context takeover.
Damn, that's a great lineup.
I don't think I saw Trim, but I saw John Summit, Nico Marino, and Charlotte DeWitt.
Johnson is so out of.
Was
that
it that
genre
time?
is really-
Was that John Summit set? Was the one he said Miami?
Yeah, it was that.
It
one.
was that sad.
fuck is up?
So for those who don't know, Factory Town is its own mini festival.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's actually insane. Like
They have,
the reason
like,
why
a-
she saw John Summit was because John Summit has his label take over at one of the stage.
Yes.
And then Charlotte DeWitt had her label
Context was
at
on
another
stage.
stage.
On the other end of the
So one
area.
ticket, doesn't matter which one you buy it for. So strategy, as what
Yeah.
we said, is just buy the cheapest one.
No. I effed up because one of my mutual friends was actually selling a weekend pass for $150 US. I should have bought it because the Sunday after party was Dom Dalla on the main stage where John Summit was, and then they had 9x9 I Hate Models on the other stage,
Right.
which I couldn't get tickets for, and I should have bought those tickets because $150 all weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
That's the incredible value.
You need even if you go like the first few days, you could sell it, like you can make so much bank out of it. I'm sorry, but yeah, you can make bank out of it.
It's
But
because you said that people were lining up for like hours on end, right? Trying to line up for door to get to those things.
that was Club Space.
Ah.
But yeah, so Wednesday night, yeah, Nico Marino, the opening was so good. But my friends wanted to go back to John Summit, so I only saw like 10-15 minutes of Nico Marino. But yeah, no, Factory Town, dude, Miami Music Week was a fever dream. Ultra was like a fever dream. Like it was so good. Like I just don't know.
A lot of people said that Miami Music Week is just always better than.
I
The
always
Yes.
say that.
Some people
The
go there.
APs are better.
I still go
right?
Ultra.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people just go there for Miami Music Week. So, yeah, it was from, I think the Factory Town opens at 7 p.m. and it goes up to 7 a.m.
It's
Anytime I hear like anything past 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock,
and the funny thing is the headliner comes on at like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Miami also changed my life because I thought Shiver was so mid. But then I saw John Summit play Shiver at 6:56 a.m. on Thursday morning, and it changed my life. I am now like, John Summit is rising up on my list this year. And yeah, no, apparently he moved to Miami, so he does like 24-hour sets at like Club Space or something. Yeah, I want to
Jeez.
go see that. But yo, Miami, what the fuck is up?
Miami, how the fuck we doing, baby?
Shout out Brandon.
Yeah. No. This
That's
is John
Brandon's like-
Summit. This is Miami is Brandon, but like, what the fuck is up? Miami is John Summit.
It's all spawned from somewhere.
But yeah, that was so fried. I had about like 2 hours of sleep, and then I had to wake up and get ready for Thursday stamped pool party.
Jeez.
Where you saw
Where you
the
saw
one and only.
I saw and took a picture with Martin Garrix.
Nice.
It was it was like a $350 Canadian bottle service, but I was eating like $50 fries, but like it was worth it when we saw Martin Garrix.
I think $350 for you for it's not that bad because considering a shot is like $25.
Yeah, and then we were like we were given like the one of the tables behind the DJ area, so it was more like I guess VIP secluded because there were like those those pool beds type of
Cabanas.
yeah,
Yeah.
they were pretty like one pool bed for like 5 people, like type of cabanas in front, but it was like with the main crowd, right? But we got the ones at the back, so that's why we got to see Martin Garrix. He was like, he had some friends in the bigger cabanas next to us, and he was like walking around grabbing people's phones. He came back like twice, and like the whole label was there too, so my friends got pictures with all the other artists, which I'm not too familiar with, unfortunately. But yeah, it was worth the pricing. It was at this place called Strawberry Moon. I recommend like at least one pool party, but I wouldn't pay for multiple pool parties because I'm not loaded like that. But that was a good one-off experience because I'm a casual Martin Garrix listener. He was like one of the first DJs I listened to, but like that's about it.
I think that's for most people actually. Martin Garrix. Everyone
Yeah.
loves Martin Garrix.
Like all the bros love Martin Garrix. Like, yeah, Garrix. But I did that, and then at night all my friends went to Audion or Thursday Afterlife. But I took the advice of the co-hosts and my friends' previous experiences. I did not go to Afterlife because one, I seen them before, and number two, like I did not want that 1 hour walk. So I was looking for tickets for Audion. I forgot where that was. It was probably like Mana Winwood, but I got too tired, man. Like it was
I mean, it's right before Ultra too, so it's like listen to your body, right?
I did Factory Town, 2 hours of sleep, and then a pool party for like 5 hours, and then it's funny because I already checked in at that point, but I knocked out at my friend's hotel room. They went to the casino and came back, woke up, and then I went back to my room at like 4 a.m. and then I slept till Friday noon or 1 or 2, and then we got ready, but it was like raining all day, so we were trying to monopolize all the ponchos we could get from Walmart, and we were like trying to sell them. So my friends sold them in
Really?
line.
Oh my god.
My friends sold them in line. They went to Costco and bought like 10 packs, and they sold them in line. I don't know what they did with the money after, but like
How much profit each poncho did it?
it was
That's
like,
actually smart as
it was
hell.
it was probably like 80% profit. I don't know.
The hustle life.
Yeah,
It was like
that's-
$2, and then they sold it for like 10 or something, 5 or 10.
That's smart though.
Because you knew the rain was coming, because that was the main thing on Friday, right?
Yeah.
The rain.
Friday, people mostly saw like 2 sets. What did I see?
You saw
I heard it was really bad.
I saw Tiesto from afar. I wouldn't say I saw him
Oh,
that day.
his set even got cut by like the rain. I don't know why they weren't prepared at the main stage to cover the DJs.
Yes.
It was
Oh,
so
really?
weird.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have it properly covered, so like the DJ deck actually got wet, and he had like bad transitions because of like water damage.
Just
I did
not
not hear
working.
about that, but yeah, like the water was up to the ankles apparently. So
Yeah, that's
and
what
we
I
heard
heard.
about that. Like we have like our group, like festival group chats, and then I saw Tiesto from afar. I'm like, I'm not going there. And then I also skipped Slander, unfortunately, but it's okay. We always see Slander. I love them though, because it was at the main stage. We went straight to Maddox. I think I saw a bit of
Ben Nicky.
Ben Nicky was
yeah.
really good.
He is
He
really
played trance classics, and then
He probably had the most trance set of them
Of all them all.
So for those of you, you could stream a lot of these Ultra sets. One great thing about Ultra, which we talked about, is almost all the sets get released online because they have video at every
and they're
stage.
live too. UMF live.
So you could see how bad the rain was in the Maddox set, and also at the end of the Ben Nicky set, how bad the rain was.
Yeah, so I was like, we walked in, it was Ben Nicky, and then we roamed around, like, the usual get drinks, go to washroom, fill water, like, wasted a bunch of time. And then saw Tiesto from afar, and then we darted to Maddox. And it got really crowded because live stage, other than Megastructure, live stage was the only stage with a cover. So everybody was at, like, watching Maddox, but it was so good. Like, he carried the night for us because right after Maddox, they shut down the whole festival. And then a bunch of us were standing there for like 45 minutes hoping that, because it stopped raining, but we didn't know why they stopped it. But it was apparently they needed to drain out the water at the
Yeah.
festival.
It was a city request, from what I
Yeah,
heard.
it's a
Like
city.
it's like you cannot run.
So we were standing there hoping it would resume, but it did not resume. So we just went back to our hotels, changed pre-games for our post-game, our first post-game.
That's the one thing about Ultra. You just go from Ultra right to a post game.
Now this one is probably like one of my top 3 of this year as well. So Sierra Laundry and this one, it was brownies and lemonade. Yeah, RL Grime best set that weekend, I think.
Was he the surprise guest? He was a surprise.
No, it was Cascade back-to-back Alice in Wonderland.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
That's like not on a bingo card. It's like
do you regret not going?
I don't regret not going, but that's a set I didn't think I would ever hear.
yeah, I was like, I did not really look at the lineups for the afters, but then when the time came and the last set came, I'm like, Cascade and Alice in Wonderland. Alice in
it's
Wonderland.
like
Wow.
what the fuck?
Wow, that's.
But it was
that's
pretty
weird.
good. It was pretty good. I think it was Cascade wasn't really playing his usual stuff. It was more like Alice in Wonderland. But
Yeah, she does drum and bass too. So I heard they threw some drum and bass in there too. I saw some videos.
oh
of it.
wait, was that the that was the date? Wait, I'm fried. Yes, no. Apache was really good.
Apache?
He had a half an hour of drum and bass.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
does that. He does that.
Yeah, I've been wanting to see Apache, but I keep missing.
He was actually. It's funny when I went last year. I went to the Brownies and Lemonade drum and bass worship party technically, and he was one of the special guests at the end.
He's
just doing
yeah,
drum and bass.
really good. Like his live set, live band, whatever. Yeah, like I don't have better acronyms or adjectives to say. They were just really good. It was like all the afters were really good. I'm sorry.
But yeah, from the day one, some big, like, with the cancellation, like Armin's back to back with High Low was canceled. Armin's solo set, Hardwell.
Ophelia's special B2B. I wonder what that was.
Yeah, the Ophelia one was canceled.
Hardwell played.
Hardwell played, but it was canceled. And then the big one that didn't happen all weekend was the closers, which was Fisher back to back Chris Lake under construction.
Yeah.
So
they could not. So the nice thing is that Hardwell is everyone consider Ultra as Hardwell. Like Hardwell is Ultra.
Yeah, he's a face of Ultra.
So luckily,
they slotted him in for like 40 minutes on day 2.
Was it 40 minutes?
Hour. They extended it.
No, they extended the hour. So Ultra took the curfew and they extended it.
Yeah.
But I forget. I think it was Nicky Romero who gave him his time slot, or someone.
No,
someone
it
gave him his
was-
time slot.
Oh, Nicky Morero and Hardwell are close.
Yeah.
It was so cute.
It was
But-
someone who gave him a time slot, and like it's great because his set was
Yeah.
great.
So if you go on Hardwell's Twitter or X, you would see like he tweeted. I'll still say tweet, but Friday night he tweeted like I think it was like 7 months of hard work, all down the drain, and I was like, oh, that feels so sad. But then they gave him that slot. At first, I think it was 40 minutes, and then Ultra worked to extend the curfew to 1 a.m. On day 2, so all the sets were extended, so they were able to put him in. Yeah, the set was pretty good. It was decent. My friends were situated there, so I couldn't move, or else I would have went to Headaches. That was kind of shit. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, it
kind of made up for it after day 1 from what I saw, but it still looked bad. Like the ground still looked terrible.
Oh,
they,
yeah, the
they didn't
grounds-
open till like 4 o'clock.
my I don't know what's with the soil there, but like my shoes were like black mud. Like they were all
Everyone's shoes. was
Everyone's
black,
shoes.
Yeah.
No, because like mud is like
Yeah.
brown, right? It was black. Like my dad was like, "Were you at a coal mine?" Like he saw my shoes when I came back. But what was it?
It was funny that my buddy saw that and he went to the store and bought a pair of slippers.
Oh, everybody. so
Bought a pair of
apparently,
slippers to go to a festival with.
yeah. So apparently, across from Bayfront, there was like a Crocs store doing like 30% off, and a bunch of my friends bought Crocs the next day.
I mean that's smart.
Yeah.
I mean, that's smart. Yeah.
Crocs
Yeah.
are comfortable too.
Yeah.
But I don't know about raving. But
I don't know about raving,
Pack
bro.
a pair of Crocs for your next festival.
if it's gonna rain.
I'm
Yeah.
not a big Croc guy.
So in like
You need to put it in speed mode. You know? That's why you gotta dance. Oh, yeah.
So like I never actually Ultra exceeded my expectations, because at first I thought it was like downtown in the city, it'd be like really, really, really cramped, but I think it was like sufficient space for a festival. And like the way they handled like the rain mishap and everything, like
I thought they did a
yeah,
fantastic job.
they did a great job like trying to salvage everything. Like I think it was like you give them like a gold sticker, like a gold star for like extending the curfew on Saturday. Like I feel like Hardwell was pretty devastated. So yeah, I think props to them. I'm definitely going back next year. Our friends are all gonna go back, because at first I contemplated to go to Beyond, but I don't think I'll ever go to Beyond because of Ultra.
It's a great festival. It's just I hope they don't ever get greedy with overselling tickets, because they do try to crowd control it quite nicely. I do know that. But even like when I went, like it was still slammed at certain sets. Like it just nothing you could do about it. Just the way how many people were there. And like you had like some notable names at the other stage, didn't make a difference.
The crowd, like you can tell who were local and who were foreigners, or like from other parts.
A lot of people travel.
Yeah, but like the crowd is not always the nicest. So yeah. Like I was going through entry the first day. My friends were like deep into waiting in line, so I went through the crowd alone. And like if people know me, I usually go through the crowd and I'm like, sorry, excuse me, I'm trying to find my friend. And I'm one small Asian girl, one person, so I'm clearly not bringing a whole Asian train down. But there was this one woman who got aggravated at me, and he's like, you could have said excuse me. And I'm like, I said sorry. Like I think that's even better than excuse me. And then like some of their friends were just trying to like let me through and like chill her calm her down. But I was just like, I literally told her, I'm like, you're aggravated
Karen.
for no reason. Yeah, she was a tanned Karen. Like, I was like, she's definitely from somewhere nearby. She's definitely from Florida or something. But yeah, like, but yeah, it was so no chill. I was like alone. Anyways, but yeah,
What
Saturday.
happened to day 3?
No, we did not talk about Saturday.
Oh yeah, Saturday AP, right?
AP,
No,
AP
not
every day,
AP.
AP every day, right?
Not AP. Hardwell, we walked back to Worldwide stage, and it was Clang into Chase and Status, into Seven Lions, into RL Knock 2.
Holy.
So you camp there.
Yeah, no, because
But
since we went.
the set before was headaches, so you couldn't make
Headaches
it, right?
too.
Yeah, because all my friends were at Hardwell, most of them. I only found out later there were some friends at Headaches, but I would have went to Headaches. But Clang, great.
Yeah.
Very
First hard techno act at Worldwide stage, and it's kind of like Clang is like he DMs, like if you DM Clang, he will respond back. He actually is one of those type of people who actually take time to like respond to DMs. And he even pinned that he was nervous no one would be there for his set at Worldwide after Headaches.
But it's Worldwide.
But then
so-
like literally he saw everyone in the crowd, and it was he just killed it.
Nice.
It was straight bangers from like 7 p.m. to like 1 a.m.
I just my whole take was like you have Headaches and then you have Clang.
Clang.
Into Chase and Stats.
That is-
People didn't know what hit them right when Clang probably started. That's my thing. They're like, what the fuck? Like, literally, you go from Headaches to drum and bass, and all of a sudden you're just like, oh, who's Clang? Okay, let's see what and all of a sudden, just like, what the fuck?
and then back to Chase and Status.
And then back to drum. That's
Yeah.
the schedule was so weird. I'm like, why wouldn't you just put Clang after Chase and
Chase and
Status?
Status, yeah.
And
it was
then
like all like for like how many hours?
you know what? I think they did that just so that more crowd control, I'm assuming also, but like just to make sure like his set, because once again, there are people who dismiss that like sound, but I think it's just to get people like hang around, like if they
Yeah,
want to see Chase.
for Chase and Status,
And
yeah.
once again, the one thing about any music festival is it's always a good place for discovery, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
And Ultra's great at that, right?
I
With
was
the variety.
Oh,
Ultra,
bopping.
EDC.
So
They're all
he
great.
probably made a lot of new fans just from that set.
Yeah, every time we were on the podcast after, I'm like, dude, I want to go to rave now. I'm like, I want to go to
It's literally
rave.
like you just get that energy.
Oh my god! If Ultra did not end, I would stay there probably.
Bro, we literally went to like 4 this week.
This is not good.
Yeah, RL Knock 2. Well, Seven Lions, great. Like, you know, Bay as usual, 9-year fan of myself, but like, you know, just the usual great, but like, you know, like I need to talk about RL Knock 2. RL Knock 2 was
Such a like that
Yeah,
live
I saw,
upload.
I saw the live upload
Like
too. It
that's
was
like trap like
bangers.
royalty.
I was reading the comments and on YouTube, right? Everybody was like, "We need to study this. We need to study this as like the best set ever," you know, kind of thing.
Oh my god, the little logo was so good too. Like RL Knock 2. Oh, so cute. I wish
It's like father son.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much the way I always look at it because
Father, son, and
because RL Grime is trap god. Like
Yeah.
there's no undisputed.
father.
Like he's literally the godfather of trap, and then you have the prodigy son, which is
Yeah.
Knock
Knock
2.
2, and they're doing it back to back.
Yeah, it was so cute. If you see, because there's that little screen at live stage, and then it was like rock your world, and then you see like father there, and then you see like Knock 2 like so cute. But yeah, that was a fever dream. That night was a fever dream.
Yeah, and then you went straight into the AP, which was the Sable Valley.
Sable Valley. Woo! I just don't remember anyone else playing but Arl Grime, but my
Wait, but
friend.
before you say anything, like there was a surprise appearance in an RL Grime Knock 2 set.
The other prodigal.
The other
The other
I
son.
actually
grand-
don't remember.
EXO showed up.
I don't remember him showing up.
So
I don't.
that was the Godfather RL
And
Grime
the 2 sons.
and the 2 sons. So one is Knock 2 and ISO. ISO showed up in the last like 15 minutes of the set.
Yeah, they had a song that they debuted, which is
Yeah.
pretty sick.
Yeah, I don't remember anything. Like, it's one of those shows where it was like, it was so good, but I don't remember anything much.
Oh.
But yeah, Sable Valley was also really, really good, but I might have preferred BNL over Sable Valley, but Sable Valley was also like top dog show. My friend, a friend of ours caught RL Grimes' used towel and gave it to me, so I have a Sable Valley towel.
Are you gonna
We'll
wash
put up a
it?
picture.
Are you gonna wash
Are you
it?
gonna wash the
I
towel?
washed it already.
Okay, good.
And maybe, unless it was like, who would it be? Maybe Seven Lines Sweat, but yeah.
I don't know. That's That's kind of questionable. I think that's kind of questionable.
But Sunday, what happened?
Better weather looked actual perfect on weather.
Yes, seeing Sunday made us feel like we were robbed the first 2 days.
Yeah.
Because like first day it was the rain, and the second day we had to deal with the mud, like the aftermath, right? But Sunday was festival weather. What happened Sunday? Yeah, no, everything was like just quick in. Like you just kept walking. Oh yeah, they didn't really bag check or ID check you, by the way. Unless you're going to buy drinks, then they will like try to like tag like wristband you with a 21 plus wristband. But yeah, they didn't
I always
really
find
check.
festivals get lax by the third day because security's been working 2 days.
Yeah,
No. They barely checked bags the first 2 days too.
Yeah, it's inconsistent, but it is what like as
But
long
it's,
as.
but it's like a EDM music festival. Nothing really.
No, but the only problem is that nowadays with like the stories we heard, like people having like knives to like cut wristbands, cut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So my
cut,
friend,
phones too, like phone tethers.
I think it was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday my friend was walking in, and mind you, he's like pretty tall Asian dude. Like he's like probably like 6'1", 6. Some like man's like tried to cut his wristband, and he had his whole hand cut. And like he couldn't get in for a while because he needed to file a police report. There were police right at the entrance. They caught the guy right away. It was so stupid.
This guy did not get far, bro.
People are not smart.
People are not smart.
Caught the guy right away. Yo. What the heck?
Didn't even get in.
We'll insert a picture. There was a picture of the guy sitting on the sidewalk being handcuffed, like he was just sitting there. But
Crackheads, bro.
yeah, Sunday. Everybody, most of us were just waiting for Calvin Harris. So Sunday, I saw Vintage Culture. Vintage Culture Sub Focus played Castles in the Sky DnB remix and a new ID something Dimension. Was it with Dimension?
It's
with Nightmare?
there's a Nightmare.
Nightmare
It's a Dimension Nightmare Subfocus ID.
So good, pretty good.
We heard it at Worship.
Yeah, we did.
The entrances for Hilo, Eli Brown, and Pritz were too packed, so couldn't get in, unfortunately. So we all stationed ourselves at BTSM, and my friends watched the typical anime entrance intro. And then Armin played his usual cheese set.
Cheese set. Typical cheese set. But the only thing is that people were robbed of the Armin set at ASOT. So
And that was what, day one?
that was day one. And usually at Ultra, you want to see. The only problem is he gets the headline slot, so you got to compete with whoever else you want to see. Like you probably would have. You had to decide between probably Fisher, Chris Lake, or Armin and Ophelia probably. At that, so like
it would have been Ophelia, Armin, and then Chris. I was a house head, but like I've seen them too many times. So
I went to the Fisher one.
So usually the ASOT set, he does like the actual proper trance, and then I always say main stage Armin cheese. He brought Bon Jovi.
Oh yeah, he did.
Which is pretty cool.
Really? That's
which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
they have a
brought
song.
Bon Jovi.
They have a song coming
I think
up.
my whole crew did not register Bon Jovi because I heard nothing until now.
Yeah.
And then what was it?
Like Calvin Harris is the big.
Yeah, we went to Armin van Buren because we have like a really big crew, so we had to station there first with like the flag and everything. And then it went into Calvin Harris cheese set, but it's like brie cheese. It's like high quality cheese. Right? Like it's good cheese, man. Like I was just waiting for Miracle, right? It's like because it was like my song for the first half of last year, and then we did say that Ultra 2023 was where the song debuted. So yeah, I did not expect Ultra to be that good. Great venue. It's like make sure you get your hotel or something downtown. 10-minute walk.
Rough cost. How much did it cost you overall?
I had some insider discount for our hotel, so it was like probably like 40% less than what people were paying downtown Miami, 10-15 minutes from the venue, 10-15 from the venue. I actually got my ticket in like last minute for cheap $350, which is like face value tier 1 without shipping pricing. So and then Ubers and the pool party were the most expensive because I didn't really eat much the whole weekend. It was on festival diet.
Sounds about right.
One meal a day.
1 meal a day.
Okay, hotel, $350. Stamp pool party, 4 hours versus 4 days, $350. Ubers, maybe like $150, $200. Festival itself, $480 Canadian. Flights I bought last minute, but I took some layovers, so it wasn't that bad. It was like 5 something.
So about like 2K.
It's about
2K.
2K USD.
So
I-
that's yeah.
And afters.
That's not. Oh, okay. So you're at 2.5.
So an extra
Yeah, so it's about
400.
2K. Yeah,
2K.
2.5K.
2.5.
And this is like I saved some and then I lost some in some places. So then like I would say this would be the average pricing.
So even with the best planning, where if you plan everything early, you're still looking at like almost 2K guaranteed.
2K, yeah.
Guarantee.
So that's just for note if you want to go to Ultra.
You
just
can't save on Ubers. You can't.
Yeah. And if you do the strat where you camp outside,
Yeah.
Just be a homeless and you just camp outside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
instead,
can
instead
save a
of booking
lot
that
of money.
hotel, you should have just set up a tent by that hotel.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh
And then
my
use your
God.
friend's showers when you could have just gone out that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Done that.
those who want to go to Ultra, please book your hotels and flight tickets
Early.
now.
Oh, what ended up being your favorite set of the weekend?
It was just worldwide stage day 2.
Day 2, just
It was like sets B2B to B2B. So like
Yeah.
Did any of our tips help from the video? Well, we'll link the video again for our tips because a lot of them do apply. What was the biggest tip?
What's the biggest tip that you found that was most useful or most helpful?
I'm trying to remember.
think
I
the
did a 2-week
Lauderdale-
bender.
The
Fort Lauderdale, yeah.
I think
one.
the Fort Lauderdale one was probably the best.
Flying
Yeah.
to Fort Lauderdale
Fl-
instead.
Like I saved probably like $150 probably.
Yeah.
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 So it was just the flight one. Because I was already late booking everything. So like by the time like I was absorbing tips, it was too late. But you know, it's early for you guys now. Ultra tickets are at tier 2 right now, by the way. So yeah.
Nah, I need lineup.
Yeah.
I need lineup. I can't get
Apparently, if you buy more than 3 ultras, then you'll be gold member, and you could still buy tier 1.
I think those expire because I'm pretty sure mine's expired.
I gotta
over
stop
time.
committing too early, to be honest.
So right now, like I'm building my like yearly festival must buys. So far as Lost Lands and Ultra.
You already got your Lost Lands wrong, right?
Yeah, I'm glamping, eating cup noodles for the month of September.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
So after all this is why we're going to talk about recovery because all that sounded exhausting.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're fully recovered, are you?
I slept through my whole work week. Like basically, I
Please don't tell Christine's boss.
I think like other than supplements and stuff, coming home, you know, you always come home and you feel like you're gonna get the wook flu. That was me. So then I felt sickness coming in. So then I slept for like maybe 4 full days. And like this past weekend, I went to one event, but it was walking distance and free ticket. It was Bose. So then it was fine. Like I just drank water at the event, but yeah, I slept. I basically
we
didn't
tried
do
to
anything.
bring you out to worship. You're like, no, I need to sleep.
Yeah, and also I saw some focus like the past weekend, so then I was like, oh yeah, whatever. But yeah, like I'm hibernating this week for once, and it feels very weird to be home during work hours because it was Good Friday during work hours when the sun is up, and I'm like, I'm in Toronto and I'm at home, and it's during the day because usually I'm at home during the night. But yeah. It was very weird. Sleep is most important. Just sleep it out.
And for everyone listening, the wook flu is the coined term of post-festival sickness. So essentially what wook flu is, it's coined from like, I guess more of like the camping stuff, but it's essentially like when you're at a festival, you're surrounded by a lot of people. There's a lot of, you may take vitamins and stuff. So
And
after
you
your
share a lot of water.
your body goes through a lot. So when you come back, it's what they call the wook flu, which is like your body is pretty much going back into recovery mode, and you potentially may get sick and you're like bedridden for like a couple days. As what Christine says though, so we just want to touch upon like some of the remedies you could do during like once you come back. Some of them are pretty obvious, but like it needs to be said because there's a lot of stuff you can do to help mitigate your sickness when you come back. And as what Christine just said, the number one thing is rest. Your body needs rest, right? Like
8 hours, full 8 hours of
you
sleep.
must
Sleep,
plan
sleep.
for 8 hours
hours of
plus
sleep.
per sleep. Like,
Use any remedies for you to sleep, whether it is taking melatonin, wearing mouth guards, or like, you know, soaking in hot water so that your body is like fully relaxed. Get that 8 hours of sleep.
unless you schedule another festival the week after.
Oh, I mean, yes.
Then you might as well just keep
just keep going.
just
you know,
keep going
Hey.
because then you just gotta stay in vacation mode for the next week, and then you're
Oh.
you just go to another.
I'm just thinking about it. That's probably gonna apply to me in month of late June.
Yeah, that was me during Awakening.
Oh yeah,
That's you
yeah,
guys at
that's you.
Tomorrowland
Tomorrow-
developed.
yeah,
And then Tomorrowland to Val. I mean,
oh my God,
Escapade
that's
to
gonna be another
Luminosity.
3-weekend festival. Because that's
I'm
like
going on a 5-day festival.
oh,
I'm
no.
going forest.
Mind over body.
Mind over body. Yeah.
But
So
back to our points.
So, is there anything special that you do? We can go around the table and see what works for everyone.
sure. I guess I can start. Resting is important. Going back into routine, for me is trying to get back into the normal mode. So like I try to solve puzzles, go out for walks, run. And like I know it seems strange.
My
yeah.
head would hurt.
Because like you have to get back into that
Exercise
working
your brain.
exercising
exercise.
exercising your brain because the whole when you go post festival, like during the festival you're pretty much
Fried. You're
Fried.
fried.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
the full
stupid,
definition of fried.
yeah you're pretty much fried. And then so getting back, like doing some puzzles, like trying to solve like simple ones like probably a Sudoku or like Wordle, sure, fine. But like going out for walks, getting fresh air in, seeing people, like if you can talk to people, trying to like get some conversation going, like just exercising normal behavior to get back into routine, right? Sleep, rest, stretches are a big thing.
That's something a lot of people
Yeah.
forget.
A
Stretching.
lot of people forget stretches is the big thing. Try to get as much blood flow to all parts of your body. Then massages. If you have a massage gun like I do, I bring it to every festival. Every night on each day of the festival, like I just spend 20 to 30 minutes massaging the legs.
I have a question. I don't know if you guys know the answer, but when you're at a festival and you're like dancing all day, your lower back starts to hurt. How do you what's the remedy for that? And like post festival, during festival?
What I found over the years, and this is what a lot of people are actually surprised when they hear this, is you should see an RMT before the festival to prevent that.
RMT. What's RMT?
Like a registered massage therapist.
Okay.
Mhm.
So what I found is that a lot of people are like, oh, after the festival, I'm going to get a nice massage and relax everything. But what ends up happening is you're suffering during the weekend. So what I end up doing is I'm going to do it for EDC. I've done it for the last couple of festivals too, is right before I go, I schedule a massage appointment with an RMT, and I have them focus on my lower back and like my legs. And what I find is then I don't get any lower back pain at all during the festival, doing all these APs and everything.
Interesting.
I think that's what I struggle with currently.
For me, my advice is that the way how you carry your stuff during the festival also plays a big role.
Carry what stuff?
Like your sling bags, your backpacks.
Like what pressure it has. Like if you
Yeah,
have a
what
sling
pressure.
bag, if it puts pressure on one side only, then you may have pain over time.
And if you tie your sling bag around your waist, make sure it's either front or back, never on the side. And then and then when you wear your sling bag, the best position is actually putting it on the back rather than the front. But a lot of people are scared of like theft and everything, so they put it in the front, and it puts a lot of pressure for the lower back side because most of your weight is in the front, so you're actually leaning forward rather than standing up straight. So backpacks and everything. For backpacks, as tight, close to the body as possible. No any wasted movements. Those actually help with the lower back. And then just go home after each day of festival. Do massive amount of stretches.
Foam roller too.
Foam
if you have
roller,
a foam
yes.
roller, foam
Yeah.
roller is really good to bring. Tennis ball. I know a lot of people
Yeah.
bring tennis ball where you put a tennis ball under your foot.
That
and you
works too.
massage that.
That massages, yes.
Just I think the biggest one people always have is either the legs or the lower back.
Mm-hmm.
And the one I will touch, like that RMT thing, please try it out if you ever suffer from that problem. Try it out before and report back how you feel.
Yeah, if you have insurance coverage, use it.
Yep, definitely.
For festivals, nothing else. No, I'm just joking.
Actually, I mostly do it for festivals anyways.
Yeah.
Or like if I know
Yeah.
there's a big outing, then I end up doing it.
Yeah, I mean, well, a lot of my the rest of what I'm gonna say is pretty much probably similar to the rest of the co-hosts. Eat eat a lot. Try to get back into nutritional surplus. So fruits, supplements, rice, vegetables, and if you are vegan, tofu. If you're not, meat. Everything needs to be eaten like in the sort of a surplus value, because like your body over the weekend is very malnourished.
Well, it's
and,
also
like,
the whole what Christine just said, 1 meal a day, right?
yeah, 1 meal a day. Yeah, it's like the festival diet, 1 meal a day, and then you just try to eat a little bit surplus. So you surplus for the next 3 to 4 days, and then you can go back to your routine of like eating normal.
This is what you should follow, and this is what I believe Yikern does, but I do none of that.
Yeah. But she says that, but she ate shawarma poutine before this podcast. Yeah.
And while having a meal 2 hours ago.
Yeah, and people
But this is not because of festival recovery, though.
Mhm.
It's just been like a mood change, and I'm like slowly going back to the mood I used to have, and I always used to eat like every hour. So
Yeah, and then for nutritional value and also like hydration. Hydration, isotonic drinks as much as you can. Try to retain as much water into your body system as much as possible.
Even during the festival, I would
Even
say.
during the festival, yes.
During the
yeah.
festival, like right now, popular one's Liquid IV. You can
Liquid
get them
IV,
at
yes.
Costco, Walmart.
Yeah.
So a lot of my friends would just like bring the packs in, and then once they filled their water packs with water, they would put the liquid IV into the pack. So then they'd be feeding everybody liquid IV.
Mhm.
Which is like crazy hydration. Like
Crazy
hydration is
hydration,
like the one of the most important things to help fight the wook flu, especially.
Yeah, and then coconut water. If you're a fan of coconut water, that is very good. Gatorade and Prime. Sure, I mean Prime is just a caffeine and also some isotonic elements, but like I never really tried Prime yet for festivals.
I just stick with personally. I do Gatorade.
Yeah.
So for anyone
I
doing
know-
this,
I know- I
do
know
it
Sonic
at the
does
end of the night. Like before I go to bed, I usually have like a Prime, or even in the morning too.
How can you sleep though?
No, but
There's no caffeine
there's
in
no
there.
caffeine in it.
There's no
There's
caffeine.
in it.
Oh.
It's mostly like Gatorade, but don't you find that Prime is so sweet?
I find it's usually best in the morning. Like the moment you wake up,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and like obviously you may have a coffee or something or some sort of drink. Just drink a Prime, because your body's already like even like normal. Like if you're normal, like if you don't go to a festival, your body needs water right when you wake up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So like this is like the best hydration you can get right when
Mhm.
you wake up. Gatorade in the mornings, not because it has more sugar compared to I think Prime, but Gatorade's also good at I find
But
Gatorade's
it's
good at,
easily accessible. That's why.
Gatorade's good at the end of the night. Like if you come back after like one of the APs and before you go to bed, just drink Gatorade. Just for that hydration. It's really good.
I find that in the morning I am craving sparkling water or something carbonated. I'm really like when I wake up, I want something carbonated. I don't know why, but yeah, I have a
because
huge
it wakes
craving.
you up. The spiciness of the water wakes you up.
I don't know if it's to wake me up. I don't know. It's just like it's just a craving I have.
Is it like one of those memes where you drink carbonated water? Why is it spicy?
I think this is more not unconventional, but this is not like a supplement. This is not like supplements you buy, but like the day after the festival, try to recover with your friends if you can. Like stay a day longer or something.
Oh yeah.
Try to
Yeah.
recover with your friends instead of going to the airport alone, flying out alone, going home alone. Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, that's for international festivals, but like if you're doing it locally, call your friends as much as possible. Like the ones that went to festival with you, if you can call them, talk to them, do it, because it helps with increasing serotonin values.
Post festival blues is what we
Post
call it.
festival blues, yes. It helps with like getting back into the routine. A lot of people like strengthen their relationship with friends through that. So yes.
It's so funny because so for Ultra, my friend is from Boston, but he had a layover in New York City, and all our friends are in New York City, so he skipped his flight home and spent an extra day like in New York just to recover because he didn't want to go home alone.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And also, if you can, call your parents.
No. No.
that's not for everyone.
That's not for everyone, but yes.
But yeah, like I would just go home caveman for like 5 days. Yeah.
In terms of vitamins, what do you guys take? Like regular vitamins.
So we'll put up a list of ones we recommend, but I think each person does something different. But like some of the big ones, you can take some during the festivals, some after. Some of the big ones, vitamin C. You gotta get vitamin C.
You gotta get vitamin C.
For my sickness prevention, I do vitamin C, vitamin D, magnesium, and zinc. So those are. I think.
It strengthens blood flow. No,
Yeah,
I think,
it helps with blood flow circulation.
Yeah.
Usually in the rave fams, you'll find somebody with this whole pharmacy. So
Yeah.
So those are all compounding vitamins, nutrition or vitamins. So they work well with each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my sickness
If you
prevention.
end up taking vitamins that deplete your serotonin levels,
Yeah.
5-HTP, which helps restore mood balance. There's always a hot topic on this one on like should you do it before. So I know some people who take it before they roll,
before.
Some people take it during. Some people take it after.
but you
After.
technically should take it after for like 48 hours if you partake in that specific vitamin.
and don't overdo it. So
And, yeah.
just take it like once a day.
Yeah,
And
or
then-
you could get serotonin syndrome is what they call it. So it's to help restore mood balance. You're not gonna completely do it. You do it for like a week just to try and get back into routine with all these other stuff we're talking about. Like the main thing after you come back from festival is get in a routine.
And it's also there's also melatonin.
Melatonin to help
Yeah.
you sleep.
Yeah, melatonin to help you sleep. Yes.
But like before and after, alpha lipoic acid, CoQ10, chewing for magnesium for the chewing, and then,
I've heard grapeseed extract too from a friend, but I haven't tried it.
and if like there are the vitamins that make you see things, those ones I would like to say please have some ginger pills beforehand to prevent nausea. So
yeah. And charcoal pills too.
For me personally, I also use the sauna.
Oh yeah,
so
sauna
the-
is a great thing to like
Detox.
Detox.
Always,
Only if you have
always sauna. Well, if you have a gym membership, for me, I have Good Life. Good Life usually has saunas, so I pretty much always in there. Yeah.
Do you guys have a like during the festival? Do you guys have a meal you prefer for the festival? If you're only doing one meal a day, do you have a meal your go-to meal?
My go-to meal would probably be pho.
Yeah. Soup. Anything.
Something to
soup.
restore the salt
if it's
levels.
accessible,
Yeah,
pho,
soup is a big one.
Chinese pooling noodles.
Yeah.
Ramen.
Nothing like too hard. I feel like
What about like diner breakfast, like 3 eggs, toast, sausage, and
I like
don't
doing that
love it. I
after
don't
a
love it.
festival.
Yeah.
But like I think during a festival, I agree. Like doing pretty much any sort of broth to help
Broth,
restore the
yeah.
salt
Broth, yeah.
levels is big in my opinion. I like sushi too during a festival just because it's easy on the stomach compared to some of the other ones. I agree. Don't do fried foods.
no fried foods.
Fried foods is usually not the best.
the only thing available at festivals.
Yeah.
I'd have a pizza.
I eat
though.
veld in the poutine.
I do pizza though.
No.
I do pizza at late night.
There's like cheap dollar pizza in Miami. So like I did eat pizza one night. But I actually bought the not cup noodles but cup pho from Dollarama to Miami. So I had pho at night.
I think the main thing when it comes to recovery is after a festival, especially if you're new, your body will experience something it probably never has ever before. A level of exhaustion you didn't know was possible. Don't fight it.
Don't fight it.
if you-
let it recover.
The most important thing is rest and nutrition and getting back into routine. If you need to go to bed at 8 p.m. and wake up at 8 a.m. the next day, do it.
Do it. Yeah.
Your body is telling you need to do it.
Honestly, this for Miami, and usually I just sleep through it. Just sleep just helps with everything. I think even after like 2 days of like 12 hours of sleep, I was still exhausted. So I needed like 4 days of recovery.
Yeah, it's not
it
a one and
varies
done.
with different people.
Yeah.
And it's also because you just heard I had like a 2-week bender. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So like for for some people, like pho soup related is like 1 day meal. Like for me, I do that too. But during the festival, every day I always try to sneak in protein bars. I always try. I will hide it anywhere just to do anywhere. You heard me. Anywhere.
Noted.
Tape it on the crotch.
Yeah. So I always bring in protein bars is because like any substance of food, like even one bite of something, is better than nothing.
You know what that reminds me? Remember at TransUnity with the fruit bowls that our mutual friend brought
Yeah.
back to us? I'm like, thank you very much. I started eating
So
it.
like during TransUnity, it was a 12-hour festival, right? So and during the VIP section, were giving out free fruit bowls, and some of our friends had VIP access, so they brought out fruit bowls for us.
Were they good?
Did you
Oh,
take a picture of the
Or
fruit
were
bowl?
they just fruits?
There was no picture allowed.
Was it big? How big was it?
It was
No, it's
about
like a
the
little
size
cup,
of
little
my
cup.
hand.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
a cup.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
a
it's
cup.
yeah.
Okay.
I took a whole
A
cup for
fruit
myself.
cup. A fruit cup.
Yeah, it's a fruit cup. Yeah, I took a whole cup for myself, and like I shared one grape.
Yeah.
That was it. The rest was mine.
No, it was so good.
It was so good. Yeah. You have to eat something. Like even one bite of something, you will feel the difference the next day.
Now I know with a lot of people, when you take vitamins, your appetite may not be there, but I
Yeah.
find even with fruit, you're able to digest the fruit, which
Yeah.
is like key.
Top fruit would be bananas.
Bananas for potassium.
Oh, and,
melon
yeah.
and watermelons for hydration. What else? I think
Peaches?
Melons.
Peaches,
melons. Yeah, melons.
peaches,
Peaches, yeah, peaches are good, and also
strawberries, and grapes.
yeah,
Yeah.
grapes is a very good source of like feeling full, but you don't have appetite. So I don't know.
This has nothing to do with like it's obviously nutritional if it's a fruit, but
Mhm.
like if you're with like an Asian rave friend, you probably see somebody ripping tangerines.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I
can
was
see
offered
that.
tangerines, like just like one or two, or like even like a piece over the past weekend.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Um,
yeah, I mean, I don't have time on my hands. If I have like lots of times on my hand, I will like pre-dry juices of fruits and then like cut them in sheets so that it becomes very thin for you to hide it within your pashmina in your bag to bring it in so that you can like just eat it for the nutritional
Stick it
value.
onto your pashmina
Yeah.
and then just
Yeah, just
slide it up.
pretty much, yeah. But
Wait, what
I-
food was this?
So you can extract the juices of the fruits, right? And then you kind of like mix in with like gelatin and whatnot to make it like a sheet. And then you break the sheet up, right? So it becomes like thin slices, and you put it into like a Ziploc bag, and then you can hide it within the pashmina thing, so that when they pat you down, you can't really see.
This
can't
is some
really feel
next
it.
strategy.
That's a
bro.
good
But like,
strat.
if you have a lot of time in your hand, you can do that. But like, I always try to sneak in a protein bar, and protein bar is just so much easier. You just go to the store and just get it, right? But then like the other one is just, oh my god, you just have so much prep work to just do. But yeah, that's pretty much my advice. I don't know. You guys have anything else to add?
I think
Just
I got my
sleep.
2 cents in.
Just-
The sauna thing was the thing I did.
No, which is sauna, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, there's other. I agree with the sauna thing. In the end, it's just getting back in routine and sleep, and eating proper again.
Yeah, eating proper is the main key thing.
Yeah.
You gotta force. Well, not force
You don't
yourself.
have to force, but you have to at
You
least
get
eat like
your-
you don't eat like heavy greasy foods
Yeah,
when you come
yeah.
back. You try to.
You
get your
slowly
routine.
ramp it up, but you have to eat something almost every night. Yeah. One key thing is that like for some festivals, like when you go to hotels and everything, if you have the capacity to like bring cup noodles and a water boiler, do it. It honestly, oh my god, like it helps you sleep too at
cup
night.
noodles at the end of the night. I was converted. It's legit.
yeah.
It
if
helps you sleep with a full stomach. You don't really need to care about like, oh, it's gonna make me bloated in the morning. The main point is that you have to sleep the night off for the next day.
Yeah, so Miami has no good Asian food. So yeah,
No.
don't think about eating Asian food in Miami. Yeah.
Oh, just Amazon order it to your hotel.
Yeah, I think Amazon Prime America has those within the day deliveries, which is like in a few hours, but you have to
Mhm.
look. Anyways, yeah, stay hydrated, stay safe.
Yeah, hydration, sleep, and eating well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's everything for this episode. I think next episode we're gonna do an EDC episode, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
We have actually 2 special guests. We'll post it on our socials. Other than that, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Send us feedback.
Yeah.
We'll put something down below.
All right.
And I'll see you next week.
See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.